This is Tomer Azarly from Clutch Points. I'm here with Shane Young of Full Sports. We just watched Game 3 of the 2023 NBA Finals between the Miami Heat and Denver Nuggets. It was a 109-94 win by the Nuggets. Shane, just first of all, rapid reaction from the game.
Yeah, Denver actually responding in the fourth quarter whenever Miami went on a little run. It was remarkable to me how their defense was actually a lot better. Thought they limited Miami's looks for the most part. There were a few miscommunications in the first half, but I thought for the most part in the second half, I don't know if you saw that or not, but like they were clean, they were switching on point, and then offensively, man, like when the shooting isn't there for Denver, they still find ways to score. Miami's zone tries to open up or tries to close off that middle of the floor and make them take threes. And even though the threes aren't going in, like, get the ball to Jokic in the middle of the floor, and he makes something happen. Historical night for Jokic and Murray.
Big thing we saw today was the rebounding difference, 58-33 in favor of the Nuggets. Points in the paint, 60-34 in favor of the Nuggets. Surprising thing is Miami only had 4 turnovers to Denver's 14, and Denver was still able to capitalize and be able to dominate in the boards and inside the painted area. I think my biggest takeaway from this one is the Nuggets responded very well in the first half. There were a couple plays where the Heat could have taken a big lead. I think they got to about 5 or 6, and Jamal Murray hit a nice step back over Bam Adebayo. They were able to kind of just get back every time. They didn't let the lead grow beyond like 4 or 5. They stayed close. And in that third quarter, I don't know what the run was. I think it was like 8-2 or something, 8-0. Denver just came out, pummeled them, and they kind of took it from there. I know Miami made a little comeback at the end there, but really felt like one of those fake comebacks, so I'm not really worried about that.
I think probably the hero of the game, and it sounds crazy because Jokic Murray with a combined for like 65 or something crazy, and first duo to have a 30-point triple-double in the finals or any playoff game, right?
First duo to have 30-point triple-doubles in any game, regular season or playoffs.
Yeah, I think the hero, though, is Christian Brown. They don't really win this game without his energy and effort, and his cutting. I mean, every time Miami ran that zone, he would baseline cut to the basket, catch the ball, finish, get fouled, whatever the case is. I don't know if he hit a 3 tonight, but, I mean, the dude was just all over the floor and on defense. I mean, Jamal Murray was talking about it. Like, it's infectious. Whenever a rookie like that in the NBA Finals, when's the last time you ever said that? I mean, the Warriors never really had a rookie like that.
Norris Cole, maybe?
Oh, my God.
Here in Miami.
What a name drop.
I mean, he was effective. Christian Brown, by the way, 15 points off the bench in 19 minutes on 7 of 8 shooting. Yeah. Jimmy Butler, 28 points, a big scoring game for him for the most part. Didn't get much help. Bam Adebayo had 22 points and 17 rebounds, but did so on 7 of 21 shooting. Not a great one for him from the floor. I know we saw him miss a lot of those floaters in the painted area, outside of the restricted area. I think Miami had their worst shooting game from the paint in this series. I think they were about 35-36%. They were 58% in game 2, and I believe about 46% in game 1. So a significant drop off there. I think Miami knows. Eric's supposed to set post game. They just have to bring the physicality, win the 50-50 battles, not get out rebounded 58-33 might help. So,
I think what's interesting is that we don't really think of Denver as this great road team, but to come in here, in my opinion only, I think it was way louder than Denver, way louder in here than Denver, and to not really be rattled by that. This is year 7 of Jokic and Murray together. We've just seen them take marginal steps forward every single year. They say progress is not linear. So for them to finally be at this final stage in year 7, and I think they're in full control. And especially the biggest stat for me, Tomer, the biggest stat, they are 2-1 in the finals, leading 2-1. Michael Porter Jr., 21 points on 31 shot attempts. He's been bad, awful, terrible, and they're leading 2-1.
Denver today, 5 of 18 from 3, just 28%. Miami was 11 of 35, not that much better at 31.5%. So a pretty dominant effort by Denver. And as Eric Spoelstra said post game, the lack of 3-point shots from Denver was just because they kind of just pummeled them inside. They decided that they could go inside every single time and score on them, and they didn't really need to take as many threes. We saw that pretty much every quarter, I would say. They dominated from beginning to end, I would say. So
you think
it started with Jamal Murray, started with Nikola Jokic, and we saw the other guys get involved. But tonight was all about Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray.
Do you think this finals, I guess real quick, do you think this finals maybe I wouldn't say contradicts, but like goes against that you need to be a 3-point heavy team. I mean, because Denver, they have the shooters, they have the personnel, but they're not winning this series from beyond the arc. They hit 5 threes. I would venture to guess that 5 threes in a finals game and a victory hasn't been done but a few times in the modern era.
Well, I would say probably the star power is kicking in for sure. The shot making is at a high level from Nikola Jokic to Jamal Murray. And I think that, Denver can beat you in multiple ways. There's a clear size advantage here, especially if the Heat are not going to play Kevin Love as much. You can kind of work around that. Aaron Gordon can post up. Michael Porter Jr. can even get some looks inside. He hasn't made them. Nikola Jokic has gotten a lot of guys on switches. Kyle Lowry, Caleb Martin. He's hunting them all night long. So, and once you have to double team him, find a shooter, find a cutter even. We saw Aaron Gordon a couple times, Christian Brown. So, I think tonight was all about the stars. It's going to continue to be all about the stars. For Denver, anyways, I think for Miami, Gabe Vincent's going to have to shoot better. I think he was just 2 of 10 tonight. Really didn't feel him out there.
You don't feel Caleb Martin. He had a few shots. You just don't feel him in the series. Now, he was sick to begin it. He was sick for game 2. I don't know, game 1 anything was going on there. But yeah, Jimmy, I thought Jimmy entered score mode in the first half, which if that happens, they tend to win. Versus him being so passive. And I know he would take exception to the word passive, but that's what he has been for the most part.
Yeah, it was his first 10-point quarter of this series, and he had a lot of those in the previous series. First one tonight. And I guess, Max Strus is the biggest thing for me. He had 4 threes in the first quarter of game 2, 4 made threes, I should say. Only made 1 tonight. I think they did a good job shutting him out and making Miami go elsewhere. So, overall dominant effort by Denver. Closing thoughts?
I love that we have a short turnaround. I don't know if that's a hot take. I mean, people like the 2-day breaks, but hey, man, no time to really digest this. You watch the film tomorrow. We have media tomorrow, which they're not going to be happy about at all. But
13 hours we have media.
Yeah, and then we get right back here for Game 4 on Friday. And Game 4 in a 2-1 series is the best thing in sports. I'll say it, because Game 7 obviously, but Game 4 in a 2-1 series. This thing's either done going back to Denver, or we have ourselves a long series in the making. So,
yeah, pretty much summarizes what he said. I think Miami will be able to pull off a Game 4 win. I think their shooters will not be this bad again at home. I think the home crowd was pretty good, and then they kind of withered away as the Heat, got down by more and more. So I'm expecting a better crowd Friday night. Miami should be really good. So we'll see how that goes, but hopefully, we get a good game. I bet again in this one. So. Thanks for tuning in to this rapid reaction / recap of Azarly and Shane. That's what we're calling it, I guess.
Let's go with it.